Hey guys, Andy here. These are my thoughts on the Caledonian Sleepers TMCember series. I just finished watching his recent video, TMCember I Love Toy Trains Part 9. Now, I'm going to go in order, Part 7, Part 8, and Part 9. If you haven't checked out my recent video about parts 4 through 6, I'll link that video in the end screen of this video. Now in part 7, it discusses the Grand Canyon Railroad, which is on my bucket list too, because I was wanting to go to Arizona and ride on the Grand Canyon Railroad. And also the Streamliner segment too. And I agree with on the Caledonian Sleeper because it's more detailed, it's got more backdrops almost, and I like the addition of all the MTH Streamliners like the Driver's Hudson, the San Francisco's Hanson 49er, and my personal favorite, the Southern Pacific Daylight 4449. And I think in the layout itself, it had like Atlas OEH track instead of like the traditional MTH slash Rail King track. And one of the segments, well, there's like multiple segments, includes like Pokemon figurines, and one of them, I think the Pokemon's like Eevee, like EEVEE. She was like held on the Pokemon was held by a magnetic crane, and those eyes, they just stare into your soul. That thing creeped me out when I first watched it as a kid. That thing creeped me out. Even Meowth from like Team Rocket. Meowth, I'm on a magnetic crane. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Yeah, I couldn't resist that. And I like the part where he discusses on the Lego layout at the beginning. For me, I'm a fan of Lego layouts. In fact, if I ever attend next year's train show, well, 2024 trains, there's gotta be a Lego layout for me to see, because I might get some good footage of that. And I like the green screen effects that Jeff was shrunken down, and this comment says from Blue Comet Entertainment 347, maybe Jeff was shrunk like Mr. Conductor, or maybe green screen. I think I like the TM using green screen. It's incredible where he what fit in a boxcar in the cab of the MTH 4449. Even like the songs too, like Railroad of America, for example, too. I agree with on the Caledonian Sleeper, because that's the only time James Coffey like narrates before before he sings. It's just phenomenal, and the footage from Berkshire Productions. That's like the best footage yet, at least in my mind. Even towards the end, they got the Mickey Mouse Meteor, I believe. It's pretty impressive too. That's the 25th anniversary. See, that was like 1970s, 1974. was 25. Yeah, and this video was released the same time I was born, 1999 no less too. I wholeheartedly agree with the Countdown Sleeper on this one. Now part 8. And this one was released in 2000 according to the description. Same time as Lionel's 100th anniversary. And I'll talk about the songs first because they've been reused from another train video called Lots and Lots of Trains. Because James Coffey was busy writing songs for like the Century of Lionel and Out of Lionel, because 2000 marked the 100th anniversary of Lionel Trains from 1900 to 2000. Now I was only 1 year old when Part 8 first came out. I watched it on DVD like hundreds of times. One of my favorite songs was Big Train A-Comin', especially that instrumental piece in the middle of it. It's phenomenal. And I like the MTH horn and whistle sound effects from like all the model locomotives, mostly from MTH and Lionel respectively. Also, he talks about the duplex steam locomotive, and by far, I like the PRT1. And here's a comment from Word Entertainment 1997. Very good and informative video. The original proto sound effects were actually by a company called QSI, who at the time were the leader in modern railroad sounds. Yeah, these are the same guys that created the Proto Sound 1, Proto Sound 2, and Proto Sound 3 sound systems for MTH and Rail King model locomotives. And every time I hear like a whistle, like one of the Proto Sound whistles, I think of I Love Toy Trains, because they like include all the sound systems, but it also says QSI was founded by Fred Severson in Portland, Oregon, who was featured in TM's Toy Train Review number 11 in the Lionel Christmas. When TM began production of great MTH layouts, QSI supplied them with their sound files for sound effects in the video. Props to QSI for including those. Props to them. He have a lot of nostalgia for QSI. I just seem to remember hearing their sounds after Trains 2 in 2003 VHS version. Also, MTH made the Rail King Blue Goose shown in this video, not Williams. And I personally love the Blooper Mania. Sure, it was like cheap and fast paced, but it was hilarious nonetheless too. And plus, he also talks about the Ive Circus set. I think when Jeff narrated that video, I think he said something along the lines of like on the bat truck cost like $20,000 or something. God, that's steep. Also, he talks about like Elmer, you know, the sentient locomotive. It's like a name of like the driver of the MTH Rail King Hiawatha. I think MTH and Rail King are like one and the same, just like MTH and like Lionel and K-Line. Me, I love Part 8 because it's one of my favorite Alter Trends videos. That's my the second favorite. My first favorite is Alter Trends Part 10, which I'll discuss in my next my thoughts on the Countdown to Sleepers TM series video, where I discuss parts 10, 11, and 12. Now let's head to part 9, and I like it when he does the pun. Now let's reveal the elephant in the boxcar. Dude, that's pretty awesome. Where it talks about the Hudson itself, even Lou Palumbo's Underground Hobby Shop Railroad, and he talks about Vinny. You know that what was it? Some sort of doll thing, whatever it was. Hobby Shop Railroad, Vinny the puppet. Yeah, and the Toy Train Hall of Fame, and I like the song where like James Coffey like lists all the inductees in the lyrics. That's the only time he does it, but in parts 10 and 11, he doesn't list the inductees off. All it does is like the Toy Train Hall of Fame, the refrain, and the instrumental piece. Oh my guess. It was like cut for time, but I'll get into that in parts 10, 11, and 12. Let me hang on. Check my notes here. I'm just gonna listen to it. What was that name? What's that? And where did that all came from exactly? 1 second. Yeah, just the elephant in the boxcar. He said it. Yeah, when I first saw Vinny, it just freaked me out. It reminds me of like the Wiggles puppets in this case. Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree with on the Countdown to Sleeper because I prefer that voice of Vinny in part 9, but not part 11. It's like in part 11, it's like high pitched almost. Oh, that's what it's based off of. A Jerry Mahoney puppet. Yeah, I think it was, yeah, Jerry Mahoney's was like a '60s TV show back then. But what do I know? I wasn't born in the '60s. And one of my favorite parts in part 9 is about the Hudson itself. It's like a lot of Hudsons, no less, too. And plus, it talks about on the Toy Train Hall of Fame. And I'm gonna go out on a limb here, and this might get me. This might get me. This might get me. I don't know. Who knows? And I think. I think Part 9 was made in 2001. We're about the circus train, and in this shot here, I see the Twin Towers. Yeah, I think this part was made before September 11th. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and it's like a backdrop. I don't want to show you the still of this, but I like the circus train itself with like the model elephant, tiger, and gorilla on top of the crossing. Yeah, even in the in Isle of Lion now. Let me check real quick. Let's see. See. I love Lion now. See if I can find it. Let me see if I can. Let's see. If I can find it, if I can find the scene of it. Nope, that's not it. Let's see if I can find it. Guess I can't find it nowhere, I guess. Oh, here it is. Yeah, in the background of the 770 Hudson, I see the Twin Towers again. Yeah, that was made in 2000. Part 9 was made in 2001. My guess as a kid, I did as a kid first watching. I did watch Isle of Light now as a kid. I never got to see it on VHS, but I saw Part 9. But I think in later versions of Part 9, mostly on DVD, they still had that scene of like the circus train plus the background of the NYC skyline and the Twin Towers. Yeah, this is gonna kill me, isn't it? So there you have it. My thoughts on the Caledonian Sleepers TMCember series, parts 7 through 9. Let's see what he can come up with in parts 10, 11, and 12. That's by far one of my favorite volumes of the series. Part 10, 11, and 12. Even though part 8 and part 9, you know, I love all of them anyways. Why am I don't mean to discriminate here. So thank you to Caledonian Sleeper for once again reliving our childhood as well. Hope to see you again soon, I guess. Man. So that about does it. And the final on the I just want to share my top 5 inductees of the line of the Standard Gauge Toy Train Hall of Fame. And this is my personal opinion. So let's see. Standard gauge model trains. Images. Let's see. For number 5 of the for the Standard Gauge Toy Train Hall of Fame is the MTH reproduction of Lionel's 385E. Number 4 is from Lionel. It is the Transcontinental Limited. Number 3 is the Lionel Standard Gauge Blue Comet. Number 2 is, let me see here. Is number 384E. Well, this is from 1989 no less too. Yeah, it's a reproduction of Lionel's 384E. And now, number 1, which is, without a doubt, is the standard gauge version of Lionel's Hiawatha. And now, this is any standard gauge Hiawatha. According to the description, has tender rail sounds. And there you guys have it. My top 5 inductees of the Standard Gauge Trojan Hall of Fame. Stay tuned for my next thoughts video on parts 10 through 12. See you guys next time. Bye guys. Peace out, and thank you, the Caledonian Sleeper. Peace out, dude.